Hey YouTube, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nobby back again. News and views on the news. Another message to preach and teach, right? And I want y'all to understand some things as we go through this. But first, let me greet everybody. Havorden Hardu, Gudag, Ola Oi to the Bang, Vasis Los, Bonjour me, Kedu Bawani Konnichiwa, Ni Hao Ni Ama, Sani Bonani, Jumbo Habari Gani, Assalamu alaikum and Shalom. Alright. In this, we're going to talk about this. 71% of children by dispatched, I mean killed, by one parent are done in by the mother. And of that, 60% of those are boys. This comes to, thank you, Anthony Johnson, I believe, that had this link up there. Breaking the Science. All right. .org. BreakingTheScience.org. I'll put the link in the description box. All right. Along with my PayPal me link. As we look at what I call the treachery of the BAW that has been given the green light by the American system of no justice. You can't call this anything but treachery. This is ridiculousness and evil on a level that I don't think anybody has ever considered to be possible since this country. We had the KKK, we had the destruction of the Black Wall Streets, and all this happened because you can always find a simp or a member of the Triple S crew that will destroy his own and try to take choices away from the Afro-Indigenous man and lay them in the lap of evil. And in this case, they're doing it for as little as coochie. Yep, the hope for sex. That's the motivation. Oh, these women are beautiful because they got a big butt. Women have big butts everywhere. Well, they're the queen, Mother Earth, because they got a coochie. But they're killing everything that come out of it. If you ain't careful, they might kill things that go in it. All right, so this is where we are. Now, brothers, let's get those thumbs up. It's really important. And the donations are now more important than ever if you have it. So think about your brother here. Think about what I do, what this channel does for the community, both literally and figuratively. All right, and think about me, so that we can continue with the movement without needing Google or YouTube. Because let's be truthful. If you're telling the truth, they're going to find every reason to try to dismantle your channel or make sure you don't see the light of day. However, they want you to keep your stuff monetized because they still make a pretty penny off of your channel. And being that I use all that I get to the good of the community, and seeing as how they're making it so that my videos are as popular, but they can make it so that I will see no revenue from it. I was like, okay, how about Neither myself or Google get any revenue. So we got my PayPal me. So go there and donate there. The link will be in the description box. All right. So here we are. These are the craziest, most free human beings the United States have ever had. Even the KKK had to hide during a murder because it was illegal. There was some sense of a little bit of justice. There is no justice for anybody when it comes to dealing with the BAW, the black woman. Why? Because she has protection from everybody when she's doing evil. This is why I keep telling the sisters to separate. Now, just ran across another sister that recognized that she is not a black woman. She refuses to identify as one, and she calls herself the Aborigine. And that's straight on point. In other words, people are starting to wake up. For real, for real. And be done with this craziness. All right? So, this is all about a woman being free. No one has ever been more free than the black woman. The black woman has always, since slavery, slept with the Caucasian man. And if she had a child from the Caucasian man, that child lived. If a Caucasian woman slept with a black man, as they referred to him then, and they had a child, all three, the child, the woman, and the men, the woman was even at risk of being put to death by the Caucasian men. So, let's make it clear. The Caucasian woman has not been as free as the BAW. Oh, but the BAW is being side-eyed by the Afro-Indigenous men that is pointing out all her foolishness. All right, and so this is a problem for her. See, it's a problem because we're pointing out the truth. See, once brothers start waking up and manning up and start judging this wickedness that have been brought upon us by the Caucasian legal system and the BAW willfully making a choice to destroy her own over subpar housing and a little bit of chump change called food stamps. Oh, they didn't put a gun up to her head. They gave her what the serpent gave Eve in the garden. We'll make you like God in your neighborhood. And, well, what do you know? You got a bunch of simps running around trying to call them God. Now, this is kind of what's going on. This was PolitiFacts. All right. And basically, in New York City, the black women aborted more children than they birthed. All right. Now, understand this. When dealing with them, when dealing with PolitiFacts, watch how they twist stuff. Isaac told voters, guy, that abortion is the leading cause of death for black Americans and it kills as many as 1,000 black children every day. That is true. There are 1,000 abortions every day. All right, so their opinion. So PolitiFact went into an opinion. So PolitiFact does facts about everything, but when it comes to the death of children via abortion, then they go opinions about this claim likely of divided over Isaac's definition of a fetus. So in their opinion, they find the claim has an element of truth. All right. That black women in 2014 accounted for 711 U.S. abortions a day. All right. But it's 1,000. In fact, however, heart disease was the leading cause of death for blacks and other Americans in 2015, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. All right. The agency didn't list abortion procedures among the causes of death. You see how they beguile you? So because the agency didn't list the abortion procedures as cause of death, but we know that they're killing 1,000 people in abortions, because abortion means to kill that which is alive, no matter what stage of life it is in, it is still alive, and you kill it. That's what abortion means. So look at how they twisted and went to redefine death and murder. So they want to rate the claim mostly false based on their opinion. All right? When the claim is absolutely true, if you're a thinking man, you go, regardless of anything, you go, well, it was alive and is dead. Okay, that's a death. Now your only thing is, well, it was going to be a human being. All right, that's a death of a human being. And if they're doing as many as 1,000, every day, and even in their conservative estimates, 711 every day, think of how many people the BAW is killing for just really evil reasonings and selfishness. They're not sorry when it's happening, because they are so selfish that they think of themselves only. And they think, oh, well, Jesus will forgive. Oh, speaking of Jesus will forgive them, let's look at Richard Ross. Yeah, this woman in the background. She had an abortion. Why? To keep her Olympic hopes alive. You know when she regretted having the abortion? After the Olympics. That's when she regretted it, after the Olympics. You see what I'm saying? Selfish, 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 selfish. Do you know why she's sorry now? The repercussions, and that people know what she did. And now she got to write a book and say, oh, the decision broke you. No, it didn't. In your book, it may have, but no, it didn't. Not in real life. Because if it was really that deep, you wouldn't have had the abortion. Oh, and saying my man was okay with it. No, he wasn't okay with it. But like I showed you, the most free creature on this planet is the BAW in America, because she could do anything to anybody's child and her body that she wants to, and people will still give her a pass. Remember, 71% of deaths of children are at the hands of the mother, and 60% of those are boys. So you kind of wonder what's going to happen to the mother that put this baby in the middle of a dark street at night, and had it not been for some white men and some black men who put on some brakes, to keep from running over this child. Just think how this would have made those men feel to run over a baby, because the black woman don't think about how she makes anybody else feel, and she running up like she was going to get away with it. Oh, that's my baby, that's my baby. When are we going to be tired of the BS? So here's the screenshot. I'll put the link to this in the description box. I want you to get a good look at this. 71% of children killed by one parent are killed by their mothers. Who doesn't get any justice? The men. We don't get the children either. For the good of the children, the court knows that's bull to give the child to the mother. For the good of the children. No, for the good of the extortion of the man's resources so he cannot build. The woman is used as a tool to keep the man enslaved. When a mother murders her child, the report goes on to say, when a mother murders her children, it is rare for the news media to react with such high profile coverage. Because they don't. They only act with profile coverage when it's the man. Because quite frankly, if a man did something that is news, is because it's rare, it's more rare, 29% rare, that he would do it. It is far more common for the press to do a high-profile news story on murdering fathers like Manuel Gehrig, who in 2003 killed his children and buried them off the interstate in Ohio, or Mark Castillo, who in 2008 drowned his children in a Baltimore hotel room bathtub before attempting to take his own life. The TV shows, movies, likewise, hardly ever tell the real stories of abusive mothers or mothers who kill their children. You know why they don't? Because mostly women watch Lifetime. Lifetime and all those shows like that are nothing but a pack of lies. Oprah Winfrey Network, nothing but a pack of lies. Leaving the viewing public, all right, abusive mother or mother who killed their children, leaving the viewing public with the impression that fathers are far greater danger to their children than their mothers. The TV shows and movies are far more likely to portray girls as victims of maltreatment than boys. Here's the other thing. However, the data from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services tell a completely opposite story regarding who abuses the children and which child get abused. The DHS published an annual report called Child Maltreatment, and each year's report contains a table detailing parental status of the predator. Perpetrator. Oh, Lord. All right. So this is what we have.
Matter. What's the matter?
So as y'all pay attention to this.
You're okay. Did you call 911? Dominic, I got a blanket in the back of the car. And is this yours?
Yeah, those on the floor. Right here.
I got a blanket in the car. You're okay.
What gatekeepers are saving that boy?
Baby in the street. This is what we do in
Where's
Utica
the
now.
police? Did you call 911?
Yeah.
Calm now.
You didn't call them?
Calm now.
Damn, man. That's what we do now. Baby in the street.
Bring it over, Carl. What's the matter? What's the matter?
Damn. Why the baby? Damn.
You're okay. Did you call 911?
Can you call 911?
Dominic, I got a blanket in the back of the car.
You see the disgust on his face? So that mother was around close enough to see them pick up the baby. She was trying to have that baby killed. She put that baby in the middle of the street at night. And had it not been for the brother and the white men stopping and paying attention, many of them would have ran over that baby and been traumatized by it. The only person that wouldn't have been traumatized by it is that black mother and her simps that worship her coochie. I'm still waiting for y'all to still come on my channel and defend this. Oh, and by the way, defend this, DHS. 2001 to 2006. All right, the women have always been worse for children than the men. They've always been worse for the children than the men. Hey, so YouTube, it is what it is. I'm going to continue to do what I do. I need y'all's support. And I'll do what I can with the support I get. Alright? But don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And brothers, let's get them thumbs up. And let's share these videos. Let's have this discussion. Let's bring out the truth. That's why this channel needs to be shared. And that's why Google and whoever's at Google and YouTube keep trying to put a cap on this channel. Because this channel exposes the real truth so that we could come to a solution and save ourselves from these women. Understand this. The thug ain't never been as big of a problem to the community that the single independently minded, I don't need no man, black woman. And the statistics, DHS, video evidence, Facebook, IG, all that, understand, all of that proves it. So brothers and sisters, help keep my channel going if you can. My donation link will be in the description box, my PayPal me link, and I'll put the link to the study also in the description box. With that said, I'm out. That wall of judgment awaits them. And we're supposed to let them hit it alone. We're supposed to be with people that respect the seed bearer of the Most High. With that said, I'm out.